Now I look like a boy. I can't get this right at all. Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're viewing me for the first time, hello, my name is Stephanie Vassos. If you're kind of old here and you've been here for a while, hello, welcome. This is kind of like a new segment, which I'm really excited for, so stay tuned. Today is going to be a little bit more of an organic kind of video. I'm going to call it Shy Time. Shy Time. I like Shy Time. It's going to be spelled Chai Time, but we're gonna call it Shy Time because that sounds very suave. So I was gonna do this whole montage and like show me like making tea and blah 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 blah, but I ended up going to the gas station today and I need to pay inside and there was a Tim Hortons there, so I grabbed my own tea. It's not even chai, it's Earl Grey, but hey-oh, it's good stuff. So anyways, I find on YouTube that a lot of videos tend to be very scripted, tend to have a lot of quick cuts and a lot of editing and blah blah blah. And so, not to say that this video isn't somewhat scripted and not that it's not going to be edited at all, but I wanted to create more of an organic video on my channel so you guys can get to know me better and just so I can like kind of relax for once and not put so much pressure on myself to perform in front of the camera. So today's video is going to be Shy Time and we're going to be talking all about how to find a career in like a new perspective. So if you're somebody who's struggling with finding happiness or a career and you're like, I just don't know what to do with my life and I don't know what's going to make me happy, then this might help you. So getting right into the video right now, one of the things that I find really helps bring me clarity is if I were to take away all of my money issues and just like throw them in the garbage can for 10 minutes while asking myself questions. So one of the things that I love to do is ask myself, you know, what would I be doing right now if money wasn't an issue? So imagine I had $1 million in my bank account, maybe 2 million just to be safe. I had a house paid for, didn't have to worry about car payments, gas, food, bills, whatever. Everything's taken care of. What would I be doing now and what would I be doing every single day? What's my ideal day look like? So I kind of came up with a list of things that I'd want to do. So I figured I'd share that with you and then, you know, you'll see sort of like where things connect and it's like, oh, well, she can turn that into a career and make money from it, or, oh, this just brings her happiness. So I'm going to kind of like run through it a little bit and then you'll see maybe, and maybe it'll help you find some answers. Hold on. We need more tea. So of course, you know, when you're making this list, okay, I have everything paid for, everything's wonderful, magical, fairy tale land. You get the first few typical answers. Obviously, it would be, my first answer would be go to a beach for 2 to 3 weeks, maybe go to 2 or 3 different beaches and just relax and decompress and go swimming and get some sunshine. Do you see how pale I am right now? Like, this is gross. Once I'm done with those 2 weeks on the beach, I would go down to Bloor Street and I would go shopping. I'd go on a shopping spree. I would get a brand new wardrobe. I'd buy a lot of designer clothing, a lot of Dolce & Gabbana, a little bit of Givenchy. Then I'd hit up the Prada store and buy the Prada bag that I've been eyeing for the last like 14 years of my life. And then I'd buy the Louis Vuitton bag that I've probably wanted since I was 10 years old. So once I spend about $50,000 on clothing and handbags, I would move on to my next thing, which would be travel destinations. Go Europe, Asia, Africa, South America, back up to Canada. And that's pretty much it for my like extravagant list. Like that'd probably take up maybe a year, like travel the world for a year. And then I'd kind of need to get back to reality. So this is where the answers start to get a little bit deeper. So the first thing that I'd want to do, and probably after seeing the world, I'd definitely think this more on an amplified level, is I'd want to make the world a better place. And I would want to show people that they too can have freedom and that they too can have success and joy and happiness like I do. I find a lot of people, especially in this day and age, have a lot of anxiety, depression, mental problems that hold them back in life. And I used to be one of those people. Oh my God, literally anything in life terrified the shit out of me, until I found tools with the Modern Mystery School and healings with them as well that taught me that I'm more than just this physical body, and my mind is so capable of so many amazing things that if I just know how to apply my mind properly, I can create those things. So for me, I would open up a massive healing center and I would be doing healings and activations and serving people as best as possible so they too can have this understanding and realization. That would be my dream. And if I had $1 billion or $1 million behind my name, I'd be able to open a very big center and it'd be very successful. At this point in my life, not having $1 million, $4 billion. I can't necessarily do that, but that being said, I have started to go in that way. So I do actually run, or I should say co-run a studio. I do healings, I do activations, I do counseling for people and coaching for people. So that's like a little check mark, like, okay, that brings her joy and it also brings her money. So that's like double checkpoint right there. And if she had $1 million, she would still probably be doing this just on a different and bigger scale. So the second thing I would want to do, the book series that I'm writing currently, I'm on my 3rd book of 5 books. I would want that to be so global. Like my vision for that is like what Ari Gold said in Entourage. I want the lunch boxes and everything. I want it to be a franchise picture. I think it's such a good project and it has so many little key teachings. And it just invites you into a whole new world that it should be everywhere. I want it to be massive. And so it'd just be on a bigger scale. But for now, I have my 2 novels, Guy and Aqua, available on Amazon. Link will be down in the description below. They're actually really good. Like, I don't promote myself for anything, but these, like, I've had such good feedback from these, and people are like, when's the 3rd book coming out? Because I need to know what happens. And not for a while, sorry. Yeah, I've had amazing feedback. Like apparently these are actually really good. Thank you for everyone who supported me in that. So I have my 2 books and I have my laptop, and that's how I do it for now. That's it. So again, that's another like double check mark. It's like, okay, she makes money from this. Could it be a possible career? And it brings her total joy and happiness. So like, check, check, it's awesome. So the next thing I'd want to do, I feel like it's always very, I don't know, maybe I romanticize this, but I find it very like romantic and sexy to know more than one language. Like when I see somebody translating something, like I'm like, holy shit, that is cool. So the next thing I'd want to do if I had another $1 million and whatever, I would want to learn a second language. When I was in university and I was super stressed out, I decided as a coping mechanism that I was going to learn a language. So I started learning Portuguese because I know a lot of people who speak Portuguese. I do not speak Portuguese. I still, after like 2 years of studying it, cannot speak Portuguese. Eu não falar sei muito bem português. If I had $1 million, I'd probably go out and buy a Rosetta Stone or something, or take a Portuguese lesson, or go live in Brazil and learn Portuguese there. I don't have that kind of resource right now, so I pull out my Duolingo app and I study for 10 to 20 minutes a day, do a couple lessons, learn a new word or two, get totally screwed up on the grammar, and enjoy myself. So another thing that I would love to do, this is something I've always loved to do, is dance. That is probably a surprise for a lot of people because whenever I'm out in public, I do not dance at all. I love dancing to like slow songs, and like that one song Perfect by Ed Sheeran with Andrea Bocelli is like my favorite song to move to. So I would do that if I had $1 million. I do that now already, so it brings me joy. So like, check. The last thing that I would want to do is find a way to express myself, but find a way to spread my knowledge and wisdom with people. And so one of the best ways that I do that is through this YouTube channel. So for me, like a quick project where I can express myself and share things with people, and for people to hopefully feel uplifted afterwards, to me is like big joy. I love it. I should probably do it more often. So that is my list of things that I'm doing, and that's how I gauge whether or not I am on track with my happiness and a career that's going to bring me happiness and money and money and freedom. And so I just think it's really important that if you are somebody who's struggling with happiness, or possibly with finding a career, maybe you're going into university, or you just came out of university, maybe you're considering going to college, anything like that, then this is a great way to figure out what it is that you want to do. This is just something that I do probably once or twice a year, where I ask myself, what would I do if money wasn't an issue? And then once I get rid of the glitz and the glam and the fashion and whatever, and the travel and blah, 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 and I sink it down and chunk it down into like, this is what I do every single day, that's where you get the real answers, and that's where you can figure out where you are along that path, and then you can realign yourself so you are heading down that path that sets you towards your happiness. Okay guys, so that is it from me. If you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below if you did actually like this organic feel to the video. I personally loved filming it, and I feel like editing it is gonna also be a breeze. But if you didn't like it, then I can go back to my normal, hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're viewing me for the first time, my name's Stephanie Vassos. If you're new here, thanks for coming back. And it'll be just so much fun. Also, if you like this video, please share it with all of your friends. I feel like today's society, especially North America, being happy and passionate and feeling alive is just such a foreign thing. Let's shift that, okay? So share this with all of your friends if you thought this video helped you at all, or if you think it will help other people. And that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys sometime in the future. Cheers. Bye.